We're staying at the NYNY Hotel in Las Vegas this weekend. This is such a fun and affordable spot on the Strip. Let's head inside. We're now in the heart of New York, New York. Over in the very center, you'll find a large circular lobby bar, which turns into quite the party at night. For the casino space itself, while there are some table games, I would say this is largely a slot machines sort of casino. Aside from those things, you'll find the America restaurant, which is a great spot that stays open 24/7. So if you're coming back from the club or a night out, or you've just been out gambling for a while, that's a good spot to hit up for some late night eats. Love their bacon cheeseburger and their chicken tenders. Towards the back of this main area is where you'll find like the main registration area and access to the rideshare pickup and drop off, escalators up to the parking garage. You'll also find the self-service kiosks for checking in, which I highly recommend downloading the app and making use of the self-check-in feature so you can avoid those pretty long lines that form at registration, especially in the late afternoon. Now, if we head to our left, we'll find the mezzanine level. Up here, you'll find a food hall space, although it's kind of more of a glorified sort of food court. It has some pizza and wings and sandwiches, although I do like that it's not a whole bunch of, like branded corporate stuff. It does have a kind of unique feel to it. Aside from that, you'll also find the walkway that leads over to the Excalibur Hotel and the Coyote Ugly Bar for some nighttime fun. Now, if we head over to the other side of the NYNY Hotel, we'll find the Village Eateries. Modeled after Greenwich Village in New York City, it feels like a very immersive escape from the rest of Vegas, as it lacks that sort of corporate branding and signage that most of the other strip hotels tend to have everywhere. This little slice of New York has a lot of American eats. There's pizza spot, hot dog, a little deli that really does feel like you're walking into a slice of New York City right here in Vegas. I love it. Aside from that, you'll also find the box office and the theater for the Cirque du Soleil Mad Apple show. And then a few other restaurants in the back of the hotel nearby is a Chin Chin Chinese restaurant and then an Italian spot called Il Fornaio. Also back here, you'll find the stairs that lead up to an arcade space and the roller coaster here at NYNY. Fun for families or anyone that likes riding roller coasters, really. But yeah, that's why I love this hotel and all of the options that it provides. Anyways, let's head up to the room now. Welcome to the room, y'all. Let's take a look. We're in the newly renovated 350 square foot Soho 2 Queens room. They also have a Premier King and like some suites, like the spa suite with a nice spa tub for these renovated ones from the past year. And it's giving me a very modern Brooklyn loft in New York type of vibe to it, with the faux brick paneling on the wall and some taxi cab yellow type of headboards and bed skirts. Other than that, it's very contemporary and pretty simple and basic for the most part, other than some wall art by the entrance and a 55-inch TV. For example, over here in the bar counter area, it's very sparse. There's no mini fridge. And if you know me, that's a big down. There's not even any sort of minibar setup. Not that I like buying items from minibars, but there's nothing fun here at all. It's like completely empty, other than this sign saying you can't smoke weed. Then on the other side of the TV over here, you've got yourself a little safe if you want to put anything away. It's got like some of these hangers and stuff, but other than that, there's not really much room for storage. It's pretty bare bones. If I'm being honest, I'm hiding away my luggage in the bathroom right now for filming this. But yeah, other than that, I think it's a really simple but nice, comfortable, modern room. It's got USB outlets under the TV and between the beds, and then there's just a couple of chairs by the window area. By the entrance where the bathroom's at, it's pretty small, but it's modern and clean. It's got a nice bathtub shower configuration inside and a couple of bottles for soap and stuff. They have a sign that warns that if you take the bottles, they charge you $25 each for them, so maybe don't do that. We just got here. We'll talk more about price later, but on normal weekdays and even on weekends, I would say these are really good value rooms for the comfort and quality. Yeah, the beds look and feel pretty comfortable. I'll give an update later on how I enjoyed my sleep in them. With that being said, we've got a full weekend ahead of us and a lot to check out here at New York, New York. So let's get a move on. One of the things I love about New York, New York is the diverse array of fun options for just about everyone. For example, families and kids can enjoy Hershey's Chocolate World. Or for young adults, couples, groups of friends looking for a good day drinking spot or sports viewing parties, Beer House. Hershey's Chocolate World here at New York, New York has over 800 Hershey chocolates and candies and is self-coined the sweetest store on the Las Vegas Strip. Here you can find tons of products, gifts, and treats, all Hershey's related. And Beer House is located in the Park, right in between New York, New York Hotel and the Park MGM. It's a beautiful plaza space with sculptures and fountain artwork. Aside from Beer House, there's also other spots to grab some bites, like a nice big Shake Shack with a big patio along the strip on the corner, and the T-Mobile Arena located behind the two hotels on this plaza space. Beer House itself is a modern take on the classic beer hall with tons of, obviously, beer options, but also other drinks and grub, games that you can play with groups of friends, and just a really fun spot to hang out at during the day on the Strip. Excuse all the noise in the background. We're actually here during Super Bowl weekend, so there's tons of events and parties going on. But here at New York, New York, located towards the south end of the Strip, and in between the Excalibur and Park MGM hotels here, just off of Las Vegas Boulevard, you'll find a mock-up of the Brooklyn Bridge that you can walk through on the sidewalk. You'll also find two really fun drinking and food spots in the form of Nine Fine Irishmen and Tom's Watch Bar. All right, it's our last day. We're about to check out. So let's talk about my experience with the room and the hotel as a whole. So we stayed in the Century Tower, and as I was saying earlier, it was pretty pricey this weekend. On a normal, weekday, you can usually find rates that are under $100 a night, and on the weekends that are under $200 a night for this sort of room. And the room itself, overall, I really enjoyed. The beds were very comfortable to sleep on. The climate control was great. Now, I will say for some cons that the window was tinted and it made it kind of dark in here even during the bright sunny day, but I did have a great view from this Century Tower of the airport, and you can see planes taking off, and then of Excalibur and MGM Grand across from us, and there's also the roller coaster right outside. Obviously during the day when it's going on you can hear it, but at night it's not, being used, so it's not really an issue with sleeping and that sort of thing. For the bathroom, I really enjoyed the pressure of the shower and didn't have any issues with it. Now, I will say that as someone that's only 5'8", I didn't have a problem with the shower head, which was a little bit low, but if you are a tall person, you might have some issues with that. I had a great stay here. I think this hotel is an excellent spot. It has a diverse array of options, as I've said before, for both if you're a family or if you're a couple or groups of friends. It has a little bit of something for everyone, and I think it's a great underrated spot on the Strip for pretty decent value and a lot of activities and things to do. And now that they have these newly renovated rooms, I definitely put it at the top of my list for the lower cost, more affordable hotels here on the Las Vegas Strip. With that being said, if you enjoyed this video, be sure to give it a like and subscribe as well. I know it can be annoying to hear that all the time from channels, but especially for small channels like mine, it really does help a lot. Of course, as always, let me know what I should do next, where I should stay, where I should go on the Vegas Strip. I'd love to know what you want to see or learn more about. But with that, I'll see you later, and stay for the bloopers. Thanks. New York, New York, New York, New York. You'll find a food Shit, I messed up. Called Il Fornaio? How do you pronounce that?
Yeah.
Like, I need something like... Oh yeah, I'm gonna cut to the other side. Really fun, it's a stupid ass car. Hang out at on the day during the
In your fill era.